This is the second part of the video. I don't know what happened. I accidentally deleted the part of me mixing my dough. But I will put a detailed recipe in the description box on how to mix that bread. You can put it in the stand mixer and mix it for 8 to 10 minutes. And the recipe says do not add any extra flour or your bread would be dry. But it's a really, really easy recipe. And I'm going to tell you what, it turned out delicious. I had a few holes in it. I had gotten up very, very early. I didn't sleep well last night. But Randy got up fairly early this morning. They had a stew at the church this morning. And he wanted to go and help. And I wanted to get started on Dad's food for next week. I don't know why that video is crooked like that. I did the flip thing on the camera, and I guess I had it sideways. I was really sleepy, y'all. But that's the plates that I use. And I did add his green beans after I cooked them after dinner. I wanted to wait for them to cool before I put them in the plate. And he has to have 5. Hey everybody, look at this beautiful dough. So now I've got to do wet my fingers. This is warm water. You just want to, we're folding it, but stretching and folding, but we're also moistening this dough. And we're going to do this probably one more time. We're going to let it rise 30 more minutes after this. And this is just a form of kneading, really, or building your texture. I think I'll get a clean bowl now, since I've used this enough. Hold on. I'm going to put some olive oil in that. I'm just going to fold it up or ball it up, pinch it, and let it rise another time. That'll be the third rise, I think. Swish it around in that olive oil. Okay. We're going to cover that back up and let it rise again. Randy's already left, so I don't have to be so quiet now. It smells wonderful. All right, I'll be back, y'all. Okay, where I stretched it and I wet my fingers and I stretched it and tucked it. You want to do that at least 3 times. Okay, at least. roll it up. You can do the envelope thing if you want to, but I normally just roll it up. And try to get it as tight as you can so it'll have a tight crumb. Seam side down. And then tuck that and tuck that. And then just lay it in your pan. One side might be higher than the other one, but that's okay. It's homemade bread. Okay. All right. And there we go. Just going to spray the top of it just a little bit so it won't dry out. Now this has got to rise for probably an hour because it's going to rise very tall. It's probably going to be about this high. Okay? And I'll be back. I got to get started on the rest of Randy's Daddy's dinner. Oh, and cover it up. Did I say that already? If I didn't, cover it up. If I did, sorry. I'm going to cover this up with parchment paper this time because I don't want the dish towel or the kitchen towel to be too heavy to keep it from rising because it's going to take a little while. So I just lay it on there like that. Okay, I am cooking the green beans that he canned. He grew them and he canned them himself. It's two jars, and I'm cooking them in my little multi-cooker here. And I put some olive oil in there and 1 onion. He loves onion in it. A little bit of salt and pepper. About a teaspoon of sugar. I don't know if that's a southern thing. I don't know if everybody does that. And I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon or so of chicken bouillon for flavor. But that's 1 medium onion. And I'm going to let this cook until they are well done. Oh, and I got a little bit of butter in there, just about a teaspoon of butter. I am going to add a little bit of water. Because I poured the juice off of one of the jars. Okay. I'm gonna I got that on braise for just a little bit. And once it gets to going, I'm gonna put it on slow cook on low, but I want to get it going good. And there we go. Thinking about making some potato salad since I'm going to be doing a sandwich, hopefully. And he loves potato salad, and he hasn't had any in a while. So I may make a potato salad. That'll be good. Cut my finger, peeling potatoes. Go figure. It's risen. I've just been letting it rise and rise and rise. But I'm preheating my oven to 350 now. So I'll be back. Oh, and Dad didn't want any potato salad. He just wanted boiled potatoes. So that's what I did. I've been in this kitchen all day, other than going and taking a bath. Here's my bread. It's a little wonky on that side, but this side's beautiful. It's been sitting out for several hours, but if you put it on the wire rack, it will not get, it won't sweat. You don't want it to sweat. Okay, I'm getting ready to make my Russian dressing, and my potatoes are boiling for our potato salad. And I got some eggs cooking. And I really feel like going and laying down, y'all. I'm tired. Look at this tight crumb. Look at that. And that's what we are going to make our Ruben with. Might have a few holes in it. I don't care. He's got a smiley face or two eyeballs. Oh. All right. The sauerkraut that I'm using, Vlasic, it's not real sour. It's mild. It's delicious. I don't like a sauerkraut that is so bad that as soon as you put it in your mouth, it's like, you know what I mean? I thought that I had more sweet gherkins, and this is all that I have. That's disappointing. All right, let's make our Ruben dressing, y'all. If I can remember. Heck, I don't even know if I can remember. You can buy Russian dressing, or you can make your own. And I'm going to make my own. Let me get a whisk. I sharpened this knife this morning, and I was wiping it off, because I use it all the time, and grabbed it wrong and cut my finger. So, all right. Okay, I'm gonna eyeball this, y'all. So you gotta have, I'm not gonna make the entire recipe. It calls for 1 cup of mayonnaise. We're gonna probably do about a half a cup. So that's about a half a cup. A little bit of onion. You don't have to put the onion if you don't want to, but I like it. You need, well, that's supposed to be about 3 tablespoons of grated onion, but that's only maybe 1.5 or maybe 1 tablespoon. I will put the entire recipe, the full recipe, in the description box. 1.5 teaspoon of horseradish. I like a lot of horseradish, but this is not hot. This is the creamy style. The Engelhofer, it's good. Okay. Then You want about 1/4 of a cup of ketchup for this recipe here. We're halving it, okay? Calls for celery seed, but I still hadn't found my, yeah, I found it. Right here it is. About a 1/2 teaspoon. Some salt. And some black pepper. All right, that's it for that. And I'm gonna taste it and make sure it's okay. If you wanna add garlic powder, you can. Onion powder, you can. It's whatever you like. That sandwich is your canvas. You can do what you wanna do with it. I think it needs a little bit more ketchup. All right, let's taste it. Forgot to pickle, y'all. I ain't gonna put much, because I gotta have some for my potato salad. Daggone it. You don't have to put the relish. This is kind of a Russian Thousand Island situation. That's what it is. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Wonderful. And if you like hot horseradish, woo, by all means get it. Y'all remember these old bowls? They were Randy's. I can't remember if they're Pyrex or, yeah, Pyrex. Yep. I love Ruben's, but I don't have real corned beef, like deli style corned beef. I'm gonna have to use what I got. I'm using cheap budding corned beef. And it's not bad. It's pretty good. And Swiss cheese. And my bread. I was gonna make a carrot cake today. It ain't no way. It ain't no way. So I will try to make it tomorrow, because it is so good. And it's my doctored up. Well, my sister gave me the doctored up cake recipes, but I've used it for several different flavors. I'm telling you, you can't beat this recipe. All right. My potatoes is almost ready, and as I mentioned, I have these little things here for Randy's daddy. And so far, I've got beef and potatoes. And I'm getting ready to put his green beans in there. And I'm gonna send him some deviled eggs. And I hope he'll enjoy that for this week, or next week, excuse me. And here is his green beans that I have been cooking all day. And I've got to try them. These are fresh green beans that he canned from his garden. You can't get better than a fresh green bean. I'm gonna let these cool, then I'm gonna put them in this plate. Alrighty. Well, this has been a heck of a day. I cut my finger. I had to go change shirts because I splattered dishwater all over myself. You ever had those days? All right, I'm gonna get ready to make our Rubens. I had to get Randy to come up here and get my sauerkraut jar open. Every time I get, that's one thing about this sauerkraut, it's hard to get it open. And that's the only jar I've ever really had a problem with. Because it's so big, I guess. All right, let me wash my hands, hold on. Alrighty, y'all, let's make these sandwiches. I tried to cut this bread as thin as I could, but I didn't do a great job at it. But it's all right. It's just gonna be a thick sandwich, right? Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, I had a hole in some of the slices that I cut. I did. Okay. Have some thinly cut Swiss cheese. Or thinly sliced. And we'll put a piece on each side. And a little bit of sauerkraut. I usually heat it up, but I'm not today because I'm gonna be grilling it, and that's okay. We don't want a whole lot of sauerkraut. Make sure I let the juice drain out of it. That's all he wants on his. And then we're gonna put down some corned beef. And I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing something. And I'm gonna stick it over here in my pan, y'all. See? That happens. I like a lot of sauce on mine. I do. Okie dokie, Smoky. And this is some good sauerkraut. I'm gonna put some pepper on mine. He don't want any on his. Okay. Most people put pickles, but I've got pickles in my sauce. I think they put pickles on it. I did one time. All right, I'll be back. All right, here we go, y'all. A Reuben without the rye bread. Yep. Look back yonder. Can you tell he went to his daddy's and got his sweatshirt out of his car? And I done bought him two. One of them didn't fit though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wore it this morning. Carolina Panthers. He said, I don't know if I want to wear that. They didn't do too good.
They're doing pretty good right now.
Oh, they
I
are?
don't know if they will this week.
Well, Knucklehead just went downstairs. Knucklehead. Look at that, y'all. We had some green beans left after I finished doing the plates. Potato salad. Lord, thank you for this food. And thank you for all your blessings. Amen. Doggone. Y'all, that is the best daggone sandwich I ever had in my life. Wow. Y'all need to, if you've never made your own dressing, y'all need this recipe. It's off the chain. Potato salad's good. Green beans. I won't be able to eat all this. No way. But I'm gonna definitely try. This sandwich is off the chain, off the hook, off the whatever. Y'all. And I like it with this bread a lot better. Thank y'all for watching. I know this has been a pretty long video. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I am trying so hard to build up my channel, more so. And I'm so grateful for you all. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I pray that your day goes exactly like you want it to tomorrow. Be safe, and I will see you again on A Taste of Country. Bye. Oh, and I will put the recipes in the description box, okay?